Hello everyone! Today we're going to be doing a video on everyday contouring, just super simple and easy. I'm going to be doing a powder contour along with my concealer and just a highlighter. So it's a really simple everyday look that you can do when you're going to just work or school or class or anything. Just kind of like an everyday routine. I'm going to start with my foundation, of course, it's going to be our base. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in the shade, I believe, 101. So I'm really pale, so I'm just going to put a little bit of it on the back of my hand. Alright, and then I'm going to dab it on to my face, alright, with my finger. So I love this shade a lot. It's a little bit dark for me, but I like to use it when I am contouring because it's a nice shade to work with as far as using a lighter concealer to highlight and whatnot. So let's do it. So I'm going to use my damp beauty blender to blend this all out. I love a beauty blender more than anything. I love the way that it applies my makeup and blends my concealer, and it's just so great for everything. Alright, so I'm just gonna continue to blend, girls. This is like a medium coverage foundation. It's not really full coverage, but I like it for every day. It's wearable, it's matte, it stays on, it lasts all day. I will say that about it. It's a really lasting foundation. I really like it. So now on to our concealing / part 1 highlighting of the contouring stages. Alright, so I'm going to use our like it's me and yours, my Shape Tape concealer. I love it so much. It is amazing, incredible. Yeah, so here we go. We're gonna just put it on our eyelids. I just said eyelids. This is not our eyelids. We're gonna put it under our eyes to conceal dark circles. Alright, so I'm just gonna make a little triangle here. That way it's Alright, so I'm gonna do a little bit up here as well to highlight the forehead, some down the ridge of the nose, and a little bit on our chin as well. Alright, now my favorite word ever, we're gonna blend this out. We're gonna blend this out. Alright, on to the next very important step. Baking. I ain't talking about cookies, I'm talking about our face. Alright, so I have this amazing loose powder. It is literally $6 from Walmart. It's called Air Spun. It's a loose face powder, and they have a translucent shade. This is Neutrally Natural. I like this one. It's a little bit lighter than the translucent shade, and since I'm a more fair-skinned human being, I like to use this shade. So I'm going to put a little bit in my cap. Alright, so we're going to take, looking like this. Alright, now you're going to take your beauty blender, that a little dirty, but that's okay, we're just blending everything out. And what we're going to do is, this is how you bake. So basically what baking is you're putting on powder and you're packing it onto your face and allowing the heat from inside of your face to actually literally mend your makeup onto your face, and it will last longer. And since your makeup goes on a little bit wet, when you take like a brush and you like brush on powder, sometimes it can move around your foundation. So baking is just a way to set your foundation without moving it around your face, but also making it stay a lot longer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dip the end of my beauty blender in this, and I'm going to start packing it on the under eye. That's where I usually start with my baking. You want to get a lot of it, so it can be as thick as you want it. You almost want excess. Now, a lot of people think this step is really dumb, but I'm just going to be honest with you. it works, all right? It works. That's why everyone does it. All right, so I'm gonna bake my chin, get it cooking, and bake my T-zone forehead area. Kind of the places where it tends to get oily is where you want to bake. Sometimes I bake my upper lip. This is optional, but it does help with like putting a more defining line for your contour, is just baking this lower part of your cheek, your jawbone, if you will, right above it. All right, so while this is baking, all right, so now while that is baking on your face, don't have to touch it, just let it be for a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go on to the contouring portion of it, the chiseling, you know what I mean? So I am naturally fair and I have like cool undertones in my skin, so I want to use a more cool toned bronzer. If you are warm toned and you are more tan, you're gonna want to go with a more warm toned bronzer. Warm, cool, you know, they match up. Also, if you are a warm tone, do not use a cool tone because it will look like you rolled around in dirt. I'm just letting you know from experience. I was doing makeup for a friend and we did that and I was like, we're gonna have to start over. So lessons learned. It's trial and error. That's all makeup is. You find what works for you and you find what doesn't work and you go from there. Alright, so I have the Morphe M459 brush. It's just a flat top brush like this. It's really good for creating a line to start with. It's not great at blending, I did learn that, but it's great to just kind of start and chisel out the line that you want. You can blend with this, it just takes a little more effort. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this NYX, it's actually a blush shade because a lot of times, no matter what the brand, they don't have a cool enough tone bronzer for my skin tone. So I went to Ulta, I was like, help me, and they gave me this. It's called Taupe. It's a high definition blush from NYX. You can tell it's pretty cool tone. So I'm just gonna dab this in to my powder. And here's what you want to do when you contour. So you want to start in your ear and go straight down. Some people tend to like curve their contour around. It actually makes your face look chubbier, but if you contour it straight down, it will actually bring in your face, bring in your cheekbones, and it will make a difference, promise. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna use my mirror, my trusty mirror over here, and we're just gonna drag it straight down. If you're having a hard time finding that part of your face, go ahead and do the fishy face. Don't be ashamed. And do this. And just blend it down. Ah, beautiful. So like I said, you can blend with this brush, but if you're beginning, and you can use like a fluffier brush. Alright, so then you can take a fluffier brush here. I have this one right here. It's kind of a fluffy brush. When you contour your cheeks, go ahead and contour your forehead as well. Now not this, don't want to focus so much on this portion as you do this portion right here. So you're just going to dab this in, dab, 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 and just kind of blend this up so that this looks chiseled as well. Alright, so once that is done, you want to go ahead and we're going to start on the nose. So what I have is my Morphe brush that I just chiseled my cheeks with, and I'm going to take this, dab, 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 and get kind of the excess off and just drag it down the sides of your nose. You want to be careful to start with a little bit of product for this portion of contouring, because if not, you can kind of look like you got this orange nose going. So on my camera, it does look a little more intense than it does in person. I actually attempted to make a contour video before that, and I just didn't like the way it looks. So here we are again. So just continue to blend until you like the way that it looks. You can never blend too much. You just got to blend it out the way that you want it blended. So you can kind of blend it down into the sides as well. And now we're gonna dust away the excess of our bake, and we're gonna go on to the highlight. So go ahead and dust that away. It should be good and cooked into your face. Now for the highlighter, I love this new highlighter I just got. It's by Ulta. It's their Illuminator Sheer Radiant Finish. Becca has a great highlighter. ColourPop actually has amazing highlighters. I love them. They're $8. You can order them off ColourPop, and they are great. So I'm going to take my highlighting brush here. It's kind of just a fluffy, a little shorter fluffy brush. Now, where you put your highlight is, you don't want to drag it all the way down your face, because sometimes when you look front on, it looks a little silly. So you're just going to take it, dab it off, and you're going to just focus right in this area here. Alright. Blend it, blend it, blend it. And then focus right in this area here. Once again on the other side. And then if you want to, this is not for everybody, because some people have bigger noses or they just don't like the way that their nose looks. They don't want to accentuate it. Anything you highlight, you are accentuating. So just keep that in mind. Go ahead and put a little bit on the end, the tip of your nose. And you can also drag it down the center of your nose. I personally love the nose highlight, but that's just me. So then you're going to add a little bit above your eyebrow. This is going to make this part kind of pop out as well and make your face look very dimensional. Alright, so that is all for this tutorial. This is a simple everyday contouring look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye-bye.